Make It Monday too. Today we are making rain sticks out of stuff that you can find in the yard. Let's do it. Here we are again. It's Make It Monday. Let's learn about some rain sticks and their history. So, before we learn about the history of rain sticks, we need to talk about rainmakers. And rainmakers are what history likes to call the people that had the control over rain and they could make rain. So the first group we're going to talk about is the Mayans, and the Mayans are from a very long time ago. And in order for them to get rain, they used to create banquets for their god of rain. So they had a god that was specifically just for rain, and they created banquets and offered food to that god in order to get rain because they needed it in order for their crops to grow so they could have food. The next group we're going to talk about is from Tibet, and in Tibet they had an oracle called a weather maker, and this weather maker was one person that was supposedly had a really good connection with their gods, and their gods gave them the power to predict the weather. So whenever they were like, hey, we need rain, they would go to their oracle, the weather maker, and be like, can you please see when we're going to have rain and get us some rain because we need it to eat. The next group is from South America. Forgive me for my pronunciation. My kids know I am not a native speaker, but I try my best. The Guajiros of South America. And for them, what they would do is they would shoot their bow and arrows. They'd shoot their arrows into the clouds. And their hope was when the arrow pierced through the cloud, when it went through the cloud, it would open up the cloud and the cloud would drop a bunch of rain on their land. Not a pretty wild idea, actually, and not very safe. I would hate to get shot by an arrow. Our next group, the Native Americans, and for them, what they would do when they needed rain is they would do a rain dance. And I just want to say that all four of these different groups of people that we talked about, many of the people still do some of this stuff today, because it's part of their history and their culture, and it's what their ancestors have done forever and ever. So luckily today we don't necessarily need to do all of this stuff or have these specific people that can predict the weather, because we have satellites that NASA put into space that circle the Earth, and they can monitor weather patterns and help us predict the weather patterns. And then our meteorologists or our weather people on the news can tell us, hey, you're going to have rain next week. Okay, so let's look at what a rain stick actually is. So a rain stick is a musical instrument, and the reason we talked about the rainmakers first is because those rainmakers used rain sticks in their ceremonies and their dances in order to get rain to come to them. And what are they made out of? Well, traditionally, they're made out of dead cactus tubes. So a cactus that has dried out, they would take it because it's long in a tube, and then they would take the cactus spikes, the stuff that's on the outside of the cactus that hurts you if you touch it, and they would hammer them into the inside and then fill it with tiny pebbles, and it would sound like rain. Well, they look like a bunch of different things because rain sticks you can find rain sticks or similar things all over the world. If you look up here, this first one, this beautiful one right here, is a rain stick found in Africa. If you look over here, the ones that are painted with all of this stuff, these are rain sticks from, I think it is South America. Yeah, South America. Sorry. South America. And then if you look down here, there are all different types, and these are all from different places around the world. So this really pretty one here is one that was found with the Aboriginals in Australia. So we've got Africa, we've got South America, we've got Australia, and then there are some from other parts of Asia down over here with these beautiful paintings. Oh, they're just so pretty. Well, where did the first one come from? We don't exactly know that, but many people think it came from a group of indigenous people, and indigenous just means people that that are natives of that land. So our indigenous people of America are Native Americans, and they are known as the Diaquertas from the deserts of northern Chile. And Chile is in South America. So if you look over here at the map, Chile is this really long country right over here, and South America's here, and we are all the way up here. You can't actually see us because the map doesn't go up that far. So just let you know where they are. They're below the equator, and they have beautiful mountains. Are you ready to make one now? Okay, well, keep watching and we'll make one. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a bottle. Okay, any kind of bottle works. I chose to just use this one because this is what I had. Okay, and then you need to go outside and get some sticks. So let's go outside. Here we go. I've got all of my materials out. I've got my bottle here with the lid on it. You'll need the lid. And I've already filled mine with all of my sticks because I've already been outside. I've got my rice over here. You don't need, well, you can honestly put as much as you want in there. I've got about half a cup of rice. And if you don't want to use rice, you can also use dry beans, any kind of beans, even lentils if you want to. Also, even orzo if you so choose. I just wouldn't use like any huge noodles. And then I've got this extra piece of paper because I'm going to have to use it later, and we'll see what we're going to use it for. So let's take a look at my bottle. My bottle has all my sticks in it, and what you really need to do is you need to put as many sticks in there as possible, because the more sticks in there you have, the harder it is for your rice to move in there. So if I just have like one stick in there, it's not really going to sound like rain. It's just going to sound like a bunch of rice swashing about in my bottle. So I have a lot of sticks in there to make it make less space. So you can always put more sticks in there, and you can always take more out if you need to. My next step, I got to just add my rice, and when I'm adding my rice, I'm going to use this extra piece of paper, and I'm going to make it into a funnel because I don't want rice all over my desk, and I'm pretty sure the adult in your house that cleans your house does not want rice all over your house either. Okay, so I'm going to back this up a little bit. Here we go. So I just put it here, and I've gently, and I need to make it a little bigger. See, I still got some rice falling everywhere. Ooh, let it out. See, it already sounds like rain. Ooh. Let's make this a little bigger. There you go. And final step, put your lid on. Now, if I just move it around, Sounds like rain, and it's very peaceful and relaxing. The best way I found that the best way is to just move it like this. Just circle it. There you go. Now that I've got it created, I can choose to decorate it if I want to. And I'll probably decorate mine later. Probably paint this, add some ribbon maybe, and then you've got a very nice rain stick. Okay, have fun making this. I know I did, and I'm so relaxed after listening to it. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I want to see all of your beautiful pictures after you've decorated them and everything. Okay. See, I'm still playing with this. Okay, have fun, guys. Well, I hope you had as much fun as I did making a rain stick today. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye!